Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can play a song called Unpack Your Heart by Phillips. And I'm going to be cabling this on 5th fret to kind of match the recording. We'll walk through a couple things in root position. And it starts off with this cool little lick around a C major chord. Normally you do this first finger on the B 1st fret, second finger on the D 2nd fret, and third finger on the A string 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really happy. Around C's in general though, you may want to think about lifting the first finger, making that a C major 7, or you could add in the pinky on the B 3rd for C major 9 and kind of say some stuff around the C. Or another way to play a C major 9 would be doing the first finger on the D 2nd, second finger on the A 3rd, third finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. So we kind of dig on that for the C. And then from the C we'd be going to an F major chord. We'll talk about some really easy options. Normally you do this as a 1st fret bar, first finger on the G 2nd, third finger on the A 3rd, pinky on the D 3rd. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an F major bar chord. That sounds really happy. A good substitute if you're just starting out, there would be an F major 7, where you do first finger on the B 1st fret, second finger on the G 2nd, third finger on the D 3rd. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds an F major 7 chord. It sounds really, really happy. Another possibility, if you kind of dig on this, would be an F major 13. You can do first finger on the G 2nd, second finger on the D 3rd, third finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd, kind of working that for the F. And on that intro part, you may want to kind of follow that around the chord. It's kind of that second on the D, third fret on the A twice, and then we go to second on the D and kind of do a hammer on the 3rd fret on the D string. So I'm going to play in 2 and put my finger down to carry the sound. And then we go back to 3 on the A string twice, and kind of alternating between that lick. 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3. Or you may even dig around the C major, kind of taking the pinky and kind of adding it in on the D string on the 3rd fret to kind of get that lick. Kind of working almost like a C suspended chord, kind of for that idea. Or you could kind of just strum through that. And there's a couple different ways you may want to play around with it. You could almost do kind of a 4 down count on each one. C 2 3 4 F 2 3 4 C 2 3 4 F 2 3 4. And I'm adding a little bit of right hand muting to that, making that a little sneaky. Or you could work a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down down up up down up. So if you took the C and just tried that a lot, you have down down up down up. Through that intro part, the weird part is the chord's kind of half. So you may want to do just a down up on each chord. C down, down up F down up C down up F down. That makes sense. Or you can kind of split the pattern and do the C with the down up, and then go to the F for the up down up. So C down. Early and do the C with the down, and then go to the F for the up, down, up. C down, down, up, down, C down, up, down. And for myself, I was digging on something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot at the beat, right now we're dividing that beat into 2 parts with our down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I think was a lot of fun to work with the tune is a down, up, down, down, up, 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you take the C and do a down on 1 and an up on 4. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. And on the second beat, you do it up on 2, down on 3. So you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the third beat, you do it up on 2, up on 4. So you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, 1, up, 1, up. And then on the last beat, you go down, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, 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 down. So all together, you got down. be going into our main verse idea. And our verse starts off with kind of our C-F idea. More C, F, C, F, C, F. But then we go to an A minor chord. And normally you do this first finger on the B first fret, second finger on the D second, and the third finger on the G second. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. Now, around A minors in general, you may want to think about lifting the first finger and making that an A sus2, or you could add in the pinky on the B third for an A sus3 chord, kind of say some stuff around the A minor. Or you could lift off the third finger for an A minor 7, or add in the pinky on the high E third for an A minor 7. Or you could use an A7 sus by doing first finger on the D second, second finger on the G second, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. Kind of looking that for the A minor. We kind of do our whole strum pattern on the A minor and our whole strum pattern on an F, and then we kind of go back into our main groove, kind of like C, F, C, F, C, F, C, F, and then we go back to our A minor, F, C, F, and then C, and we kind of have this big stop on the last C. Kind of dig on that. And if you're doing the down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, the 16th note strum pattern, the weird part is that A minor and F, we get to do our whole pattern. So you have C, F, C, F, C, F, C, F, A minor, F, C, F, C, C, kind of down, up, down, and kind of kill the strings. And then from there we go into our main chorus idea. And our chorus starts on the A minor, but then we go to F, and then we go to a G major chord. And normally you do this first finger on the A second, second finger on the low E third, third finger on the high E third. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really happy. And you may also think I'm putting third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third, and kind of working the G major that way. And that might make it a little bit easier to get back to the C if you're doing the C major note. And it's all kind of a halving idea until the very end when we end up with kind of an A minor F idea. So I got kind of A minor F, G, C. Oh, and that was very cool. You do the down idea as kind of a 3+5 if you dig on that. Kind of A minor for 3, F for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, G, 2, 3, C, 1, 2, 4, 5, A minor 2, 3, F for 5, G for 3, C for 5, A minor for 3, F for 5, G, 2, 3, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then got a big kind of stop time on the A minor and the F on the first chorus. And we pick it up back up on our intro. And then we'll basically be repeating those parts through the song. Now the weird part is to play along with Phillip. Instead of starting on a C major chord, he's starting on an F major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 5th fret, then now your C major is really an F major, and your F major is really a B flat major, and your A minor is really a D minor, and your G major is really a C major chord. But you could kind of kick it off with just that intro, like actually kind of 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3. Or you could kind of work that with the down idea, kind of C, F, C, F. Or you could do the down, down, up, down, up. C, idea. You have C, F, C, F, C, F, and then from there, then we'll be going into our first verse. You can word that any of those ways we were talking about. C, F, C, F, C, F, C, F, A minor, F, stop time on the C. Or if you're digging on the 16th idea, you have the C, F, C, from here, then we're going into our chorus part. You can work that in any of those ways we were talking about too. So A minor, F, G, C, A minor, F, G, C, A minor, F, G, C. We got a big A minor, and then F, and then we kind of come back in on a little piece of our intro. Now, one other thing I think about adding to the song though is bass notes. A lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you can throw in a bass for the chord. So on the C you have the A for the bass, on the F bar you have low E for the bass, on the F major 7 you have D for the bass, on the A minor you have the A for the bass, and on the G you have low E for the bass. So we can kind of try the intro as kind of a bass down, up on each chord, kind of C, down, up, F, down, up, C, down, up, F, down, up, or we could split the pattern with basses. C, F, C, F. Or if you're digging on the 16th idea, you could work it as a bass, up, bass, up, down, up, down. If you kind of dig on that. So try the intro that way. You do the C with the bass, up, and then go to the F for a bass, up, down, down. Bass, up, F. Into our second verse, and our second verse actually randomly has a G chord in it because the bass player comes in on G chord, so, and kind of on the second phrase instead of two A minors. So we tried that with a bass down, up, down, up. You have the C, F, C, F, C, F, C, F, A minor, F, C, F, C. C. And then from there, we'll be going into our next chorus. And on the second chorus, actually, you can kind of hear where the A minor F kind of gets filled in. And then we kind of come back in on our main chorus idea. It's kind of an intro to the bridge. So on our second chorus, we have kind of that A minor F, G, C, A minor F, G, C, A minor F, G, C, A minor F. We're gonna A minor F, G, C, A minor F, G, C. It's kind of this pattern of that. Or if you're digging on the 16th idea, you have the A minor F, G, C, A minor F, G, C, A minor F, G, C, A minor F, A minor F, G, C, A minor F, G, C, to kind of lead into our bridge. And on our bridge, you could break things down and just kind of go percussion sounds. If you wanted to, kind of find some places on the guitar to kind of tap, make some noise, stomping on the floor is cool. Or you could fill in the bridge with an A minor chord, kind of just working just an A minor as kind of a vamp idea. And after that percussion, you'll kind of hear where we kind of end up with a big A minor, and then a big F, and then we kind of come in on kind of a piece of our chorus. Back to our A minor, F, G, C, A minor, F, G, C, A minor, F, G, C, A minor, F, and then we do a big build up on the G chord till we get into our last chorus. And then we're back to our A minor, F, G, C, A minor, F, G, C, or if you know the licks to kind of throw in around these chords, feel free to take this lesson and run with it any way you want to. Or even switch in between those rhythm ideas we've been talking about. It can be very cool. And we got a big F. And then at the very end we got a big C chord. Kind of make people clap. But that's the basics of how you could strum through Unpack Your Heart by Philip Phillips. So good luck!